Acidity. We all must have experienced acidity at some point in our life. Acidity, acid reflux, heartburn, GERD, these all conditions are required to manage at the earliest before it becomes too late. Popping Pudin Hara and Antacid is not a right way to do. Let me tell you today what has helped my clients to recover from their acidity. So let's understand science behind acidity. What happens? When we eat food, our food enters from our food pipe, which is also called esophagus, and can enter in our stomach. Between our stomach and esophagus, there is a valve called a sphincter which opens and allow food to enter in stomach. Once food enters the stomach, stomach acid produces to kill unnecessary harmful bacteria and pathogens. This is how our body protects us from harmful bacteria. Now there's a brilliant mechanism that one food enters in the stomach, it doesn't go back in our esophagus because stomach acid is really intense, and then that valve protects us. It stops stomach acid to get into our esophagus back again. But sometimes when that valve opens and our food mixed with stomach acid goes back in our food pipe, that time we feel acidity. Acid is so much intense, so it starts burning our esophagus, and that's how we feel acidity or heartburn. And if this continues frequently, or if this happens frequently, then one need to require to treat it at the urgently, because it can make a permanent damage. So question comes, why does this valve opens once food enters in our stomach? So there are few food which stimulates that valve, and because of that the valve opens. Which are those food? Tomato, citrus means lemon and oranges, mint, spicy food, fried food, chocolate, alcohol, even onion garlic hurts. Even fermented food doesn't suit for few. So think which kind of food gives you acidity or triggers acidity for you. You can maintain your acidity diary and can understand if a particular food is hurting you more. The first step is to give yourself a break, and when you give break, your esophagus will start healing. So the first step is to remove all those food. You can get the detail on my website preetisha.net. In the acidity blog, it's written in detail. Please check the same. Then what else? There are few steps which you require to follow every single day and even for every single meal. When we talk about acidity, when you start working on it, you really have to be strict over there. So all your meals, your breakfast, your lunch, your mid-afternoon snack, your dinner, reasonable gap has to be kept between all meals. You are not required to stay hungry. In fact, skipping meal is absolutely not allowed. At the same time, do not overeat as well. In fact, the people who have severe acidity, I ask them to reduce their intake slightly. I'm not asking them to stay hungry, but reduce your intake slightly. So keep reasonable gap, do not stay hungry, as well as don't overeat. The fourth thing is chew your food well. If you chew your food well, half of your acidity will resolve on its own for sure. When you chew well, your digestion becomes easier, and that's how it helps in your acidity. The fifth step is keep your perfect posture. When you are sitting, don't put pressure on your stomach and slouch back. That also can trigger acidity. Wear comfortable clothes. Don't wear too tight clothes which are tight, especially from the stomach area. Then after every meal, do not lie down immediately. For the people of GERD and acid reflux, usually they are asked to stay up for minimum 3 hours. So if possible, go out for a walk or a light walk for 10-15 minutes, but do not lie down immediately. So these steps, if you follow, it will also help you from recovering from acidity quickly. You can do one more thing by adding concoctions. The best is black raisin and fennel. Soak 1 teaspoon of fennel and 4-5 black raisins overnight, adding little bit of water. In the morning, mash it with your finger and consume all with water. You can also chew fennel seeds throughout the day, especially after meal. There is one more thing is sabza seed or basil seeds. You can soak 1 teaspoon of basil or sabja seeds and in 1 glass of water and consume it after 20 to 30 minutes. These two concoctions will really help you settle down your acidity in a quicker manner. So these are the simple tricks. Remove certain food which is triggering your acidity for at least 2 to 3 weeks. You can add back in your diet once you start getting better. Then follow that simple discipline in your life by keeping reasonable gap. Don't eat, don't overeat, don't stay too hungry, chew well, keep your posture right, don't lie down. All these steps are sounding simple, but they are very effective in managing your acidity in a better manner. Usually in 1 month or 1.5 months, you will start noticing that you will really get better. I hope this helps you. Thank you.